Hello. I never clicked go live, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I had the coming soon menu up for the last 10 minutes and was talking to you guys and didn't realize I didn't go live. Bidet, everybody. Bidet, 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 bidet. I was just talking for the last 5 minutes and also had the coming soon screen up for 10 minutes and just realized I never hit go live. My apologies, everybody. I am all over the place this week. Too many jokes. I was literally about to say my mind has been all over the place this week. I am not normal, to say it nicely. Hi Jay, Amelia, Leading Blind, Amy France, clever name I made previously, Teal Bird. Who else we got in here? We got Patrick. Who else we got that I missed? Vero G, the coolest dude, Colvin, Alina. I think I got everybody who's said something in the chat so far. Sadness. Yes, I literally was like, I'm way ahead of the game. I got home from work. I was like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to do my errands, get everything in order, and then get everything ready. I had this up and going like 15 minutes early and never hit start stream. I hit start stream on OBS, but I never hit it on YouTube. So I was literally just talking to nobody. I'm assuming you guys didn't see it. Hey, it's a week or two for mental breakdowns. Welcome to the club. We have jackets. We do have jackets. I filled this. I don't know if I showed you guys. Did I have this last week? I bought this smart water bottle that could hold a half a gallon because now I never have to worry about bringing 13 glasses to have beverages. It has this nice little lock lid so I can't spill it. It's airtight. It works with an app on my phone and tells me if I haven't drank water in a while. And I just keep pouring it in my smart water. And now I never have to get it. On the back, it has a little measurement thing if you don't want to use the app. It is glorious. I don't think I had it last week. I think I got it on like Saturday or Sunday. Have a good stream and behave. Just leaving work. Will be home in about in about an hour. All right, Michael. John Forsythe, what's up? Jay, how are you, sir? Because we're going to start in 4 minutes because we do have 2 hours. So since most of us are here already, I'm just going to throw this out there. We're not going to talk a whole lot about it. But the reason I am all over the place this week is because on Monday, Sammy passed away. It was out of nowhere. I got home from work. Jesse was like, there's a problem. And he had passed away. She found him in the closet and it looked like he died in his sleep. We don't know if he had... I believe he had a heart murmur. So I was first thinking he had like a heart attack, but we think he might have had a blockage and it just immediately just zapped him or something. So clearly I was not a happy camper all week. Hello, Forrest the Runner. I'm having a bad day, so I'm hoping this will help cheer me up. So, Jay, I have a friend who is starting to stream live, watch Campaign 1 episodes, Geek and Sundry, blah, 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 blah. But yes, I'll get into the rest of the comments. I just wanted to tell everybody that because clearly you're going to notice. Coco's in here with me. She's been pretty normal. I feel like she notices he's gone, but it happened Monday night. And ever since, I've just been like a zombie walking around, living life. So clearly I'm very upset, but we're probably going to replace Mr. Sammy. At least he went easy. Yeah, that was what I was telling everybody. He literally was curled up in a ball in his bed, looked like he was sleeping, and he just died. So that is that. I had a 10-year-old kitten who had an enlarged heart, and basically the same thing happened. That's when I took him to the vet, I'm not 100% sure. I talked to my sister about it, but I'm like, I swear she said, he has a slight heart murmur, but it's probably nothing to be concerned of if he loses weight. So in the last month, I've been putting him on diets, and he a couple times threw up. But I thought it was because I wasn't feeding him as much. So when I did feed him, I thought he was inhaling it. And then he would run over and steal Coco's food. So I thought he was throwing up because he was so used to getting fed more often that he was taking advantage of those moments and just force feeding himself and then getting too much in his belly. But after all is said and done and we started thinking about it, And then I started like retracing my steps. I'm like, I don't know how much he actually was eating because we have two other cats. And it led into this whole big dilemma. And it's like, rather than think of all the things you could have done, it is what it is. And my sister was like, stop thinking about it because you're going to kill yourself. So obviously not really, but you know what I mean. So that is it. He was 7 years old, barely. So that was shocking. So my goal now is to get life in order and then to replace him with another Sammy lookalike. I'm going to open this window so we can smoke. So, now that we got the horrible news out of the way, my apologies if I dragged you down, but I figured I should tell you guys, I haven't done any video about it yet. I haven't said anything on anything. The only people that know is my immediate family and my work. But I just, like, it was one of those things I was like, I didn't know how to handle it, but I figured the best way to start would be to tell you guys on a live stream, and then from there people are going to start noticing. So either way, that is it for that. So back into the show. Amelia, Amy, I had a cat. Yeah, so I read all that. Hey, it's a week or two for mental breakdowns, but either way, where did we end off? Because some things are a blur to me. This whole week is a blur to me. I know that we were, getting everything in order for what we're about to do. We're talking about Yashua's reading for 24 hours. And then we went shopping, right? I'm trying to remember how we exactly ended everything. I thank you, Colvin. Everybody, I thank you for the wishes as well. You're all amazing. That's why I figured if I'm going to do it, I do it on a live stream, talk to the people that I'm talking to on a weekly basis, because you guys obviously know me better than most, if not all, on the channel. So I don't think I saw Ninja yet. I know Colvin's here. I know Clever Name I Made is here. So Radiators, it's 6 o'clock on the dot. Let's do Radiators. The time is right. Everyone sync up, give me a thumbs up, and we're just going to jump in and we'll figure it out, because I can't remember exactly what was the last thing said on the YouTube video. I know where we're at. I just can't remember specifically what the last thing was said. But I think we got like a little under 2 hours. Caleb at Old Girl. Oh, that's right. Yes. We went and visited Astrid, and she seemed like she was on the level. She seemed like she did care for Caleb, and everything went much better than I would have imagined, to be honest with you. Went much better. I thought, like, I told you guys, the whole time I thought she was sitting there ready to fire at him. I thought when she was going to touch him, she's going to, like, freaking melt his arm off or something. But everybody, Radiators. So, there we go. I made sure I grinded plenty. We're not going to drink. We're going to have vitamin water and smoke our asses off. So, like and subscribe. I know people already started thumbsing up. I'm going to put my like up on my account, and then we're rolling in. So, everybody get ready. Here is my like. We're almost to 15. We're a good third of the way there, and we haven't even started yet. So everyone throw your likes up, and we're going to roll with this. Everybody ready? Is everybody ready? 3. Oh, wait. I was going to say, I'm starting to count, and I don't even have everything ready. All right, everybody. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. The Ehrenberg sack. What the hell is the Ehrenberg sack? And we're in, everybody. Point of exhaustion because of her epic amounts of reading. 24 straight hours of reading. I dig we got Ashley Johnson back all the time. I also like the smiley face hat. Works for her. Anything else going on? Oh, no. We already saw these outfits. That's right. I'm used to jumping into an episode at the beginning, but we've flipped the script, so we're doing the end again. When I got up this morning, I was putting up the go live, and I started getting the thumbnail for episode 90, forgetting that we have to finish 89 because we flipped the script on everything. Draw some dicks. Draw some dicks. This is still in Rexingtrum. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, we're still in Rexingtrum. We're in, like, I mean, I imagine Rexingtrum to be quite large because of all the different locations within that we've gone to. Totally forgot about Caduceus and his howling shell. I also never looked if my camera was right. Is everything right? Yeah. I threw on Bo's shirt. I was sweating. I felt the Bo shirt worked well with the sweaty J. I was running around doing stuff all day. So we went with the sleeveless Bo shirt, my own custom design. Well, not the shirt, but the sleeves were ripped off. And Bo, I mean, I'm also probably biased because she's my favorite, but I feel like Bo has only been getting better. Like all the things you might consider flaws, I don't consider them flaws, but some people might consider them flaws. She's brushing up on all those things. So she's just becoming better and better. I think she's more well spoken. I think she handles everything better. I think she's just glorious. I've said it before too. I feel like Caleb's, for good reason, Caleb's been in all different sorts of recent, but you know, it makes sense. Who and when? Who and when? All right. Yes, all right. So she's got reasons for the questions. I was going to say, does she have that's a specific question, but I get it if she's got reasons for answers making other things not work. Am I speaking English? Also, I don't know what else I was going to say. 28, yeah. Not dwindle. All right. That's one of those questions where if you're right, it's almost like guessing and Clue. Like you could almost take a risk and be like, if this is the guy, then I got really lucky with that first question, but it's not. Kreen, the Kreen dynasty. I am not on the chat. Bo has had a lot of character growth for sure. I'm curious from somebody. I mean, Forrest. Forrest, who's your favorite? Because I'm curious. Somebody who isn't high on Bo. Would you agree, or is it that I just want Bo to strive and prevail? That I'm assuming she's getting better, even though she is obviously. I also feel like Knott's gotten much different, more reserved. Clearly, not drunky all the time and doing insanity. Not nearly as much chaos. And have we seen Ninja yet? I don't think we've seen Ninja yet. I'm just gonna scram. I'm just gonna scram. I'm gonna scan real quick. I didn't see the dude either. The dude ain't here. It is early. I am not high on Bo. I love Bo dearly, but she's not my top three. So what do you think, Leading Blind? You think she's quality, she's growing, or am I making too big of a deal out of it? I think it's kind of obvious, right? Or am I just making something out of nothing? No dude, no ninja. No dude, no ninja. Gotcha, gotcha. Bo has had a lot. Blah, blah. It's hard to say. I love so many of them. Is this the wrong time to ask you if Critical Role demonetizes or claims your videos that are longer than 10 minutes? John, I don't monetize any of my videos, so I don't know. They didn't originally, because I did at one time monetize. But when I did, they didn't claim them. But now I don't monetize my videos. It was easier to do whatever I want and make money off of Patreon. So I make zero money off of YouTube. Literally, I did my taxes this year. I didn't make a single dime off of YouTube. I do everything on YouTube for free. It is to get people to do Patreon and stuff. So this is all just for fun, basically. But when I did monetize, they didn't claim them. The problem was when I did monetize, I basically made like a couple $100 maybe a month. And I had to do 100 more hours of work. I was like, it's not worth it. Because the AdSense gives you like a percent on a percent on a percent of ad revenue. So I basically was like, I'd rather save my 100 hours and not get paid. And now I just do Patreon for money. Systemic bigotry. Personally, Bo has that more human aspect than some of the others, a brashness that they only changed because they wanted to. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Not the Bo being quality thing, the top 3 thing. She might be in my top 3, says Leading Blind. Jaywalking. Did I ever tell you guys that? One of my best friends growing up was also named Jay. We hung out all the time. We went out drinking every week, Jay and Jay. And one day we both ran across the street and a cop was like, stop. And I didn't stop. And I kept running and he stopped and he got a ticket for jaywalking. And I thought that was the funniest thing ever because we both are named Jay and we jaywalked and I ran away and didn't get a ticket. And he got a ticket for jaywalking. I'm always jaywalking. That is how I walk. Who is on the Tal'dorei Council? Every time you ask, somebody dies. That's horrible. I don't think I could pick a top 3 with Mighty Nein. Right now, if I had to, like I'm forced right now, like without even thinking about it, it would probably be Bo, not Jester. Actually, probably Bo, Jester, not now. Because I honestly liked Drunken Not and Chaotic Not better than Reserved I Have a Son Not. Nothing against it. She just became less chaotic, and I love that. So that is why Jester, I think, jumped the spot. Because Jester's more chaotic, because she can be. I think it's Bo, Jester, Not. And I enjoy all of them. But those 3 stand out. All females. My problem is that Caleb is something top 20. I can't see the word. I'll have to read it in a second when the emoji goes away. Hopefully my stupid number lock doesn't turn on again. My problem is Caleb is my top 20. My problem is that Caleb is my top 20. Caleb is all of them. Caleb is great. I'm just not, I've told you guys, I don't know what it is my whole life. I've just not been a guy, a person in general, into magic. I've not been into magic. I never really was into wizards or witches or, I don't know, the whole aspect to me. It's great and awesome. And as I learn more about it, I do get interested in it. But I guess because it's still new to me, and I'm more of like a get in your face, beat 'em up, brute force kind of guy in general in my real life. I just feel like I lean that way. But nothing against it. It just is what it is. But Caleb's great. If I was a magic kind of person, I mean, Jester does magic. So I guess I do lean that way too. Caleb is such an amazing character. Liam knows just how to get you hooked into his story. Yeah, I gotta say, Liam is great at what he does with the character. Not that the others aren't, but I feel like Liam maybe puts more studying into it. I don't know how I'd phrase it. I feel like everybody else like kind of just goes with the flow, where Liam is more like by the book with his character and like really studies things in general, not just like his character, because he's always studying anyway. I also got an X2 Pro retro game emulator console, and I've been playing a lot of retro games over the last couple of days to get my mind off things. Lunar, the Silver Star. I saw music, and that game has a freaking amazing music. I'm starting to play all these old school role-playing games. There was a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Old stuff, retro stuff. I might start jumping into some of it just to check it out. Maybe. I told the dude, the intentions was I was going to put the rotating cameras in my room and stream retro gaming with the cats. But based on what just happened, I'm going to take a step back from that for a minute. I was building rope bridges in my room for the cats to go across, and I was literally making like a theme park in my room to stream retro games. But we're going to take a break from that till we get the new kitty. The old pages. We're talking about the smell of books. Yup, all 20. Caleb. Top 3 is Jester, a blonde guy, and not. Jester, a blonde guy, and not. Jay is a barb or fighter. No shame in that. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I remember playing the original Final Fantasy, opening it up out of the box, brand new. I had to be, when did that game come out? 87, 86? I had to have been like 5 or 6 years old. My brother was 2 years older, so he always got things outside my realm of understanding, and then I'd figure it out later. But I remember immediately my brother being like, which character do you want to pick? And I immediately was like, the fighter dude. And I, like, from birth, I was like, that's the way I go. Fighters, like brute force attackers, hand-to-hand combat, martial artists. It's been my thing since I was able to speak and play role-playing games. So, and back then I was just like a skinny little kid. And then I was like a fat little kid. So it wasn't like I was into that myself. It just kind of became what I was later in life, where now I lift weights and pick things up and put them down and do construction. Jezebella. Nah, he just has 2 fully embody, whereas everybody else, Laura, could just jump in and out. Oh, I definitely missed stuff higher up, unless I'm just missing something else. He just has to fully embody, whereas everybody else, Laura, could just jump in. Got it. Nice to see you in the chat, Jezebella. Am I saying that right? Jezebella? It's like Jezebella. A 15. Matt was like, you could not have rolled a 25. Still good. 20's still good. Matt's like, no way with intelligence did you roll. What was it? Yeah, it was intelligence, right? My top PCs and NPCs are Caleb, Percy, Vax, Essick, Gilmore, Bo, Not. Sprig is one I don't think I know. Ashton. I honestly don't know if I know. Do I know Ashton and Sprig? I don't think I know them. Everyone else I know the names. Like and subscribe, everybody, if you haven't. And let me know if Ninja jumps in. If Ninja jumps in, unless we've been in for, if we don't see Ninja at 57, we're doing radiators, because that'll be 30 minutes into our adventure. 30 minutes in, we're going to hit the radiators again, unless we see Ninja before that. If we see Ninja before that, we're double dipping and still doing 357 or 257. I like that we're taking a breather here. I'm listening to everything going on, but I like that we're taking like a minute to do some research and relax, and it's not chaotic, so we could all chat and get ourselves together. Some of these are campaign 1 and campaign 3. Okay. I definitely recognize. I honestly recognize all of them except those two names. I feel like even the campaign 1 people, I know most of that, at least the ones you mentioned. If I had to include Vox Machina, then it would be troublesome. Because I guess from the show, I feel like I bond more with Vox Machina. I don't know. No, that's not correct at all. But I feel like I don't know. I guess visually seeing them makes me have a different perspective, maybe. Because Vox Machina's got some, like, I love Scanlan, and Scanlan is totally outside what I would normally like in a character. He is tiny. He's not like jacked. He doesn't physically attack people. He's like literally the exact opposite of everything I like. Like Grog should be my favorite, and Scanlan I feel like is physically complete opposite. I love Grog. I mean, everyone's great in Vox. Pike's great too. Pike's an interesting one. The funny thing is, if I had to rank them, and nothing against her, but I feel like Keyleth might be my least favorite, which is funny to me because Bo is my favorite by far. So it's like Marisha's character in this is my great favorite, and her character in Vox is like I said, none of them are bad, but if I had to, I think she'd possibly be my least favorite. Maybe, I don't know, she might be her. It's kind of like Caduceus to me in this. Nothing against Caduceus. I love his, mannerisms and stuff. But I feel like him being one with nature and everything, I'm just not big with nature, and it's nothing against, like, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like not about that kind of stuff. And I feel like that's kind of what Keyleth is like in campaign 1. Very nature, laid back, very go with the flow and calm. I'm not that. I am a hyper lunatic that wants to kill everything. It's funny because I was just talking to my dad about this, how I've been doing 500 push-ups every day for about 3 months now. Not every day, like 5 days out of 7 a week, but enough. And I told him the first couple weeks I could barely do 20 or 30 in a set. And now, after like 3 months, I could do sets of hundreds. Like it doesn't even like, it's tiresome, but it's like not hurting on my joints, which was the problem of it originally. I thought my joints were screwed. But push-ups are the greatest thing you could do. Do push-ups all the time. I promise if you start with like 1 or 2 and then do 3 and then 4, within like a half a year, you'll be doing 50 to 100 push-ups with ease, and you'll get in really good shape. Just add 1 at a time. Do 1 a day, then do 2 a day, then do 3 a day, and just keep doing it. Add 1 a day. Five push-ups. Ford isn't in the greatest of shape. If he can barely squeeze out 5. Look at his face. I had a coworker that got a hernia on our construction site, And he literally was, I never had anybody in my life have a hernia. I heard of it, but I never like knew what it was. And he literally was holding his stomach, his like intestines in. And he was holding his stomach. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I just got a hernia. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm holding in my guts because it like pushes through the muscle or something. And it was not good. And he was in a lot of pain. And that's what it's reminding me of right now. Okay, everybody. Least favorite NPC. 3, 2, 1, go. I will think about it, but everybody else could throw theirs up. I was just saying how you could do 100 push-ups with ease, or you should be after a year, half a year. And Ford is a warrior and can't do 5. You suck, Ford. That's miserable. Yeah, you're going to do so good tonight. Yeah, if Ford can't do 5 push-ups, I think we're going to have to replace him. Trent. See now, is that the worst NPC? What was the question? The worst NPC? Least favorite NPC. Okay. I was going to say, because if it was worst, do you mean like worst like bad or worst like most evil? But that's not what you said, so it totally doesn't matter. Just out of curiosity, I said it in the videos, but don't you guys think Bo should have done the fight that Yasha's doing and Yasha should have done the weapon fight? I feel like Bo was made for this hand-to-hand combat with the champion. And Yasha called dibs first, which is fair. But I'm just thinking it seems like that was more Bo's thing. And I feel like the weapon thing is more Yasha's thing. Or Ford. Ford, I mean, either one of them. But I don't know. I just, to each his own. It's their choice. I just thought Bo is missing out. And you could see Marisha wanted to. But she didn't have the chance. Because Yasha already called it. But she's not fighting the champion. Bo is doing hand-to-hand. But she's not fighting the champion. I would have just liked to see her go up against the best. Not that I mean, I'm sure there's a good chance Yasha could take her down. I'm not thinking that Yasha can. I just felt like it would have been cooler to see who, because we've seen Bo fighting hand to hand the whole time, and Yasha's more of a weapon person, I feel like. Yasha knows what she's doing. I'm sure she will succeed. I have no doubts. It could just be, like I said before, that I'm biased because I love Bo and wanted to see Bo have the coolest fight. I don't know. But either way, it's fine. It's not me. If it was me, I would have, if I was Bo, I would have been like, let's toss a quarter. I would have done something to make it more fair. I would have been like, I don't care you call dibs first because I want to do it. Like when we all went to Dragon Con, there was only 2 beds and there was 3 of us. And the way it worked out was we were there for 4 nights. So all of us had to sleep on the floor once. But the last night, somebody had to sleep on the floor twice. And I slept on the floor first. So my brother's friend was like, well, you're up. You get the last night. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Just because I volunteered to go first, I don't get to lose out twice. And they were like, what do we do? I'm like toss a quarter, like do rock, paper, scissors, or flip a quarter. There's got to be a way to do it fair. You can't just be like, sucks for you, when you just assume I was going to do it. I would have flipped a coin or something. Don't worry, Bo's fight is interesting. Yasha knows what she's doing. Oh no, she's not. My bad. My bad. Coco is out. I think I've been playing with Coco so much more just to like make up for the lack of Sammy. And I think I've been exhausting her out. Like I will roll on the floor and play with her. I've been drinking out of cat bowls and stuff and being the fool just because I want her to be as comfortable as possible. I told my sister before I changed the cat bowl and I got new fountains and I sat on the ground and was licking out of the cat fountain with her just so she like had a buddy because I'm insane. Colvin, oh, clever name I made, started the chain first. So clever name, I salute you, as well as Colvin. Radiators, we're almost 257. It's good enough for me. C is for cookie. Dark Wolf, I see you over there. Dark Wolf in the chat. Everybody say hi to Dark Wolf. By the way, if any of you are counting or remembering, I said I ran out of stuff and we weren't going to smoke anymore. We weren't going to hit the radiators for a month or two. Clearly that went out the window on Monday. I hit my guy up right away and I was like, I need you to come to my house. This was not the week to stop hitting the radiators, is what I'm saying. So I'm fully stocked, hence having all this new stuff. You're just showing that you care for her. I think we all are a bit crazy, so I won't judge. When it comes to animals, I'm a nut. I will do some ridiculous things to make my pets feel at home. Let's get Jaquel out here. See what she has to say about it. I'm just going to leave. Yeah, some people just aren't good on the spot at selling something. I am pretty good I guess from doing business since I was like in high school. I'm very good at talking to people. Like I'm pretty quick with responses and covering if needed in instances like that. The second you start slowing down and hesitating and going like, yeah, people aren't going to take it seriously. Especially if they're telling you we're already closed and get out of here. What does this remind me of? Fight Club? We're like in a Fight Club kind of thing. Or like Blade, where they had the freezers. That's what I'm thinking of. Blade, where he went in the back of the kitchen and they open up the freezer and it goes down into like a club. And then we're going to rain blood on all of us. This is getting very descriptive. Beautiful. Beautiful. I figured we had to be there because Matt was being too descriptive. Even sort of like Shang-Chi, is it? Shang-Chi, where they did the Underground Fight Club and Abomination was there. I mean, there's a lot of things like that. I'm just throwing ones I remember. I was going to say love, but Shang-Chi, I don't know if I'd say I loved that. Maybe that scene I loved. Sell me on your Patreon, Jay. Clever name I made. you should join my Patreon because there is a plethora of amazing good shows and movies. There honestly is like 15 to 20 a week. There is at least 10 to 20 hours a week of exclusive stuff over there. I've been doing 1 or 2 movies a month, randomly throwing movies up. And there's at least an hour or two of Critical Role stuff. You can see Vox Machina, both seasons. Season 3 is starting soon, I'm sure. Probably like 2 months, maybe. Mighty Nein animated show coming up. It's only $5 for $10 gets you all the exclusive stuff that people request, but $5 gets you all the stuff that's on YouTube in full. I think the cat is hitting the door. 25, you get to ask me to watch anything you want. That's what the dude does. The dude gets special requests because every month you get to ask me to do, like, depending on what it is, an hour or two of whatever you desire. That's why we're doing Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And that's why we were doing Escape from Bloodkeep before. Escape from Bloodkeep was a Patreon request by the dude. And because it's the dude, I was like, I'll just do a live stream and we'll watch it that way. Normally I just record them and I throw them up. Travis said he was working on the Mighty Nein storyboards, I think. Yeah, Clever. It's $5 a month because Patreon takes like $1 or $2. I used to have it at $3 and I would make no money, and I'm already making no money off YouTube. So I figured, being as YouTube I make zero money and it's free, that was like the minimum I could do to make it worth the hundreds of hours I do. If you did the math, it's I do like probably like 500 hours a month of reactions. So for $5, it's a joke if you think about it. And Patreon takes half of it. They take like $1.50 or $2 from everybody. So it's not like I'm rich, is what I'm saying. Even if I had 1,000 people at $3.50, which I don't. I have like 250. I have like 250, 270 people. What? Oh my God, it's the guy from the other place. It's the guy from the other fight. Holy crap, what are the odds of that? I'm waiting for Marisha. I was going to try to guess. The Super 7, Mighty Nein, the Super 7. I was going to try to guess, but Marisha probably has this written down. Leader of the stubborn stock, Darrow. Ah. We fought a very large crocodile together. Scale mail. I'd love me a nice set of scale mail. Bloodkeep was dope. Yes, it was definitely very cool. On his IG takeover. Oh, on hide. Travis said he was working on... Oh, gotcha. I can't read what clever name I made. Just wrote, I'll have to wait till it shuffles on down to Buffalo because the emoji's blocking it. I hope Ninja's either extremely busy. Did Ninja say he had something to do? Sometimes Ninja goes on like hikes and stuff, like outdoor camping events. Maybe this is one of those weeks, because it's like a friend that like I'm like in my head. I'm like I hope he's all right. Just because it's just like one of those things. He's here every week, so when he's not here, I'm thinking something's wrong. Let's hope the best. He's probably delivering. I mean, last week he was delivering 150 pizzas and he was finding the time to talk to us. When you're able to do that, I get concerned. Let's hit the radiators in memory. In memory. Let's hit the radiators in honor of Ninja and hope that he gets a break from work very soon. Everybody, radiators, drinks, unite in any fashion you desire. We are 20 minutes away from the 1 hour mark. Yep. That was miserable. I got to pack a new one. That is out. We are tapped on that one. All right. Three gats. It sounded like I literally heard in my head, un gats. Like soprano, or Italians say, but Sopranos is famous for it. But she said, three gats. Three gats. I am very happy with this episode, I've got to say. This is probably the perfect episode for today. We're in an underground fight club. We got a lot of very descriptive things in the beginning from Matt. We got to study up, read some books, gain some knowledge on lore. We meet one of our guys that we had pit fights with in the past. I love these fights. I got here just in time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting ready. We're going to have a full hour of fights because actually we might be at the hour mark now because I forgot it isn't exactly 2 hours. What do we got? We're ending at 4:20. Oh, we definitely have an hour. 4:25. So 3:20, 20 minutes is the hour mark. So yeah, we're right about there. 20 minutes, hour mark. We're going to have a good hour of brawls, I feel like. Ninja, how's the day? Ninja, where you been? Everything good? Like the video, subscribe, because we've clearly know you didn't subscribe to this channel yet. We're hitting the radiators. You had perfect timing. See, I wasn't allowed. I jumped the gun, and I wasn't allowed to because I had to repack it. You came just in time, Ninja. Thumbs up and puff puff pass if you are ready to go. Not dips out? Yeah, is not stealthily sneaking away with advantage. Not is gone and no one notices. Not high enough, passive perception. Radiators. It's been a crazy pizza day. Well, Ninja, radiators unite. Love it. Irish goodbye. I think we've all talked about the Irish goodbye before. I feel like Critical Role has used that phrase many times. I only say it because some people I know have never heard of what an Irish goodbye is. It's usually a big drinking thing. So if you're big with going out with friends and indulging in an alcoholic beverage at a bar or tavern of sorts, you probably have heard of the Irish goodbye. And I love that we have an amazing battle map of the fighting pits. I am getting out early tonight. It is me and mine significant other. My eyes had to literally blend in. I'm literally like, what does that say? Me and my significant other's 18th anniversary. Damn, Ninja, good for you. 18th anniversary. Wait, like wedding anniversary or 18th anniversary of like, I mean, it could be. I have people that have, well, me, myself included. My girlfriends used to celebrate the day we met as the anniversary, the day we made it official. And I was never married, but if I got married, it would have been the anniversary of our wedding as well. But they used to celebrate everything. The wedding, the anniversary of the day we met, anniversary of the day we made it official. And it would have went further probably, but I never got that far. Just excuses to go out and drink and eat and party, which I'm totally okay with. My brother-in-law does the Irish goodbye all the time. I hate it. I would only do it back in the day if I went to the same bar every night and there was like everyone kind of cleared out and I was like one of the last guys around, but there's like a couple, 4 or 5 people left that I knew, but I'm like, they're not the greatest of acquaintances. That's the only time I'd ever like kind of be like, I'm just going to scoot out the back door. But if it was like people I am friends with, I feel like the Irish goodbye is because you get uncomfortably drunk. And then you're like, I'm getting the hell out of here because if I say goodbye to everybody, I ain't going to make it home. That's kind of where I think it kind of came from. And I'm never that drunk. I could drink endlessly and I will get noticeably drunker, but I'm like always talking and entertaining and I never get sick and I never overdrink. So I don't ever feel the need, I guess. And I always, if I'm hanging out with you, I don't want to dip out and pretend I don't want to say goodbye kind of thing. I never understood it. I felt like if you did it, you probably didn't want to be there to begin with. And I always wanted to be there. All right, here we go. We're starting the pits. I got to go piss and then dip. Yeah, I was always I'm not kidding. I probably was the last one to close out the bars every night anyway. Because like I said, my tolerance was just so high. I usually dated the bartender, so I'd help them close up. And even if I didn't, I was friends with them and I'd help them close up. And if I helped them close up, I didn't have to pay for my drinks half the time. So it was worth closing up. And then I never had a need, but I wouldn't have probably done it regardless. I get your dislike for the Irish goodbye. 20 minutes later, I agree with you. Clever name. Pop. I dig the jacked Street Fighter type looking miniature of the other dude. Thanks, everyone. Yes, happy anniversary, regardless. I don't know if I said happy anniversary, but what was it? I am getting out of... Well, either way, Ninja, you're a glorious, glorious person. You deserve glorious things. My glasses, by the way, haven't come yet. In case you guys are wondering, because I was blind and couldn't read what Ninja said. They were delayed because I had to have my head measured or something. It's called a PD. Those with glasses probably immediately know what I'm talking about. They're like, you need a PD. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. And they're like, well, you got to get it. So I had to get it. So my glasses will be here probably next week. But they're coming. I ordered them. The glasses are coming. 2 quick punches, body blow, and 2 punches to the face. The way from the back right there, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Street Fighter, but Adon, that looks like a jacked Adon, kind of, from the back, the miniature that Bo is fighting. Not too shabby. Damn, I love that we are just scrapping. Just a good old fist fight. Awesome. Experienced fighter. I feel like Bo is going to go in on this dude. But, I mean, hey, if he is a skilled fighter, he might have ways to defend. Look, even how he's fighting. He's even fighting like a Don, and I punched my mic. The way that Matt Mercer's right now, he's fighting like Muay Thai, like kickboxing style. That's like a Don. Very much reminded me of a Don. Muay Thai, there you go. Yeah, Muay Thai. That's like the stance, and that's what a Don is. But he don't, I mean, it's different, but it's very similar. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Get her. Pop, pop. 27 to hit. I wonder what his armor class is. Bad roll. 7. 7 on the first. Stunning strike. $15. Marisha looks like so angry. He resisted. She's like, meh. I don't know if she was giving him a jab or just mad that she didn't succeed. But either way, it was hilarious. Don't kill my grandfather. Stunning strike. Oh shit, he is stunned. Double stunning strikes in the dentures. Double stunning strike. And now we're on Charlie. Ong Bak, clever name I made. Ong Bak, I watched the other day because that growing up was one of my favorite movies ever. And I hadn't seen it in a while. Tony Jaa, Ong Bak. Isn't it also The Protector? Is that like what it is in America? Or that's a different one? It might be The Protector in America, but I might be thinking of a different Tony Jaa movie. But either way, Ong Bak. There was 3 of them. I have them all. I've seen them all many, many times. Tony Jaa. I remember when Tony Jaa was coming up, I was like, he is the next big thing. And he kind of, I mean, he did stuff, but not as much as I thought he would have. I thought he was going to be like as big as Jackie Chan at some point, but he never really got that big. Donnie Yen, honestly, became bigger than Tony. I like Donnie Yen is how big I thought Tony Jaa would have become. He's close. He's close. I just feel like Tony Jaa should have had a bigger career. Those of you who watch the channel all the time, I am paying attention, know that I've in my life, I've taken like 4 or 5 different forms of martial arts for over 20 years. So I am very into fighting. He has AFib. That would be hilarious if it really was things like that. Resistant to very good scotch. Very good. He's just a dude. He is just a dude. I'm a dude. He's a dude. There were so many Good Burger costumes at Dragon Con. I was shocked. And then people were saying they're making another Good Burger movie or something like that, which I think I knew, but I forget if that is real. I guess it's real. I feel bad. In instances like this, I feel bad when Bo stunning strikes people because I feel like it is too good against like a regular dude. I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's her power. I'd use it if I had it. But I feel like this poor dude is just going to get destroyed. Make that money. There you go. Don't worry about it. Do what you got to do. Make that money. Pop, pop. We're just going to go in on this old man in 1 minute and 30 seconds. It'll be the 1 hour mark because 425 or 420. Wait, was it 4? Maybe it's 4. No, it's 425. Scratch that. 425. 425. Radiators. Get them ready. Jason Bourne versus the Pepperidge Farm guy. That's maybe unfair, but not too far off, probably. But miserable. Oh my God, we're beating this old man to death in front of his family. I mean, hey, the way I look at it is don't be in that profession, or, I mean, you shouldn't be doing this if you aren't prepared to lose some teeth, I guess. But I just feel like Bo is way outclassed, like way outclassing this guy. Tekken, Forest Law. That was one of my favorite characters in Tekken. There was martial law and there was Forest Law. Forest Law, I believe, was the son of martial law. This is just a a sad beatdown at this point. He is going to suffer more. Yeah, yeah, this is like when Matt in the beginning said, don't be, surprised. This guy's an experienced fighter. I honestly thought there was going to be like surprises, but I guess having the stunning strike work didn't help things very much. My God. Yeah, like what do we do? Like when do, like are we supposed to just kill him? Like yeah, could he surrender? Like I mean, I know he's stunned, so he can't really do anything, but elbow right to his grill. I mean, it's not her fault. Like I said, what do you do? Do you not fight? And then he emerges and goes in on you, and now you're like, I was trying to do you a favor. Like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? I guess you elbow him in the grill. At least she feels bad. At least she's not taking enjoyment in beating an old man. And we're like getting high rolls, 9 damage. He's still standing. If you're stunned, can you fall? Like in all seriousness, they're saying he's still standing. Can he fall over if he's stunned? If you keep beating him? 12 more damage. Bonus action. We are now yeah, I would lay off. Do we knock him out? Would it be like honorable if we just like let the stunning strike run out and let him fall or something? Or surrender, give up? This is just like cruel. All right, I like it. So just like put him out. Literally put him out. I like it. Put him in a chokehold, slowly put him to sleep. Dentures are left. All right, 8 damage, and we're doing a sleeper hold. I can't go to sleep yet. I haven't taken my pills. Yeah, I was literally just clever. Look how red Sam's face is. Sam is hysterically laughing. I mean, everybody's getting a good laugh out of this. That was a good way to do it, though. I didn't know if that was an option, but I like that Marisha asked, and Matt was like, sounds good. Sleeper hold. We could stop pummeling this old man. That was the only way I would lose. We would used to spar all the time. I think I've told you guys this, but a lot of my friends were amateur MMA fighters back when I was in college. They would go to Atlantic City and fight for money and stuff. And it was all like organized. But then they would have an underground sparring place where they would all train and they would fight and people would bet on fights and stuff like that. I would go and fight all the time, and I was pretty well rounded, not on the amateur level at all. I'm not trying to say I was that good, but I could pretty much hold my own. And the only times I would ever lose was when I would get choked out, and I wouldn't tap, and I would literally wake up and not know what the hell happened. I was choked out many a time, to the point where I watched a documentary on how horrible it is to have that happen that many times because of lack of oxygen to your brain. And I would be that stubborn where I would try to beast out of the chokehold, and sometimes it would work, but most of the time it wouldn't. And I would literally, you just go to sleep. It's not painful or anything. You literally just go to sleep. And then a minute or two later, you feel a guy smacking you in the face or throwing water on you. And you're like, I probably shouldn't do that. So maybe that's why I'm insane, because I got choked out too many times and didn't tap. But it was always fun. But we wouldn't let you, if it was regular people, you weren't allowed to go 100% with your fists. And you had to wear gloves, obviously. So we were trying to make it where you weren't going to kill somebody, but if you were choked out, you're choked out. It's your fault for not tapping. I think my favorite line is, "What is a TikTok? Hope it doesn't get weird. Stunned is just like dazed. Look at how Red Sam's face is. It's a heck of a lot easier to tip ya over if you're stunned." Hey, he got into the ring, willing, whatever. Yep, Dark Wolf. That's what I was saying. I feel bad, but it's one of those things. There's a lot of things like that where some people are like, you don't understand. This is the only thing I could do. Like a boxer that's washed up or getting old. It's like, I know no other way to make money, so this is what I got to do. And it's like you feel bad, but you're like, you probably shouldn't be doing this. And I got to make a living too. So I'm going to beat your old man ass. That's what I got to do, old man. And not for nothing, a lot of those old guys talk a lot of shit. Like those kind of guys that are fighter types, a lot of them think they're indestructible and will still talk shit at their age. And then now it's like, how could you feel bad when they're just big douchebags? Second fight of the night. Love it. To steal. And we're under an hour, everybody. So get your radiators ready, get your drinks and all that good stuff. What is a TikTok? Darrow versus Ford. Darrow seems pretty awesome. See, this one's going to be probably more of a challenge, because nothing against Ford. Ford doesn't do the type of damage that Bo does. Bo is made for fighting pits. Radiators. My God, the smoke was never ending. I thought I inhaled my whole life. Hey, is that allowed? Are you allowed to use stuff like that in a fight? I wasn't sure. I was actually going to ask you guys, you're allowed to use buffs and powers? Maybe he's more prepared. Oh, is he thinking oh, you're going to do that, then I'm going to do this kind of thing? Is that what Darrow's doing? Because I feel like you should not be able to use anything but your steel. Am I crazy? See, I think Darrow wasn't gonna. I think he's thinking, oh, all right, you want to do that? I'm going to do this. Yeah, I would have kept it. I would have kept it a fair fight until it was necessary. Because I think Darrow was holding back until he saw Ford was pulling out no stops. I mean, that's pretty badass looking. I ain't going to complain. Gotta. I gotta wait. I gotta wait till I can read it. I can't see it yet, clever, but I will read in a second. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe. Begin. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It looks, I mean, visually, it's definitely a cooler sight in my mind. And I feel like this will be a much closer fight. Am I crazy to think that? I feel like this will be a much more fair fight. I feel like Bo was just way better than that other dude. I had to shut the window. It started getting really cold. Battle axe. Battle axe. I love battle axe. If I had to pick a weapon in a fight, I would take a battle axe over a sword. I love axes. I have like throwing axes and stuff. I have a lot of, I told you guys, I collect a lot of edged weapons. I have a lot of knives, big knives, small knives. I have a lot of throwing knives. I have a lot of axes, throwing axes, stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. But if I had to pick one giant, I'd probably want a battle axe. Something like a two-handed giant mammoth battle axe. I don't need no shield. I don't need no shield. What? Oh my god, 50 damage. I feel like this guy is going to die immediately. That is insane. Oh. Oh, so it's just like a one-hit wonder. I mean, that's worth it. That's definitely worth it. I was thinking that Ford was going to be able to do that more than once. I was. Oh, he's filled with pieces of ice. And he's like, ho ho, you tricky bastard. Like, what? Dude, you just got ice shot into your body. And you're like, huh? He sounds like Lumiere. Is Lumiere fighting us? All right, great. Fixed it. Mole Ninja confirmed. Gotta reprotons my pack if it's class or racial abilities. Gotta reprotons my pack. I like how that sounds. Summon the Star Razor. Fairy Fire. See, when they said steel to steel, I thought it was no powers or abilities. We're just going at each other with swords. Like, all right, I'm going in on you. You're going in on me. Maybe you could use defense and stuff and use abilities to maneuver. But I didn't think we were just going to go in on each other with like hex blades, curse, and stuff like that. We are also halfway to the 50. There's about 55 minutes left. 40, 50, yeah, like around 50 minutes left. We're halfway there. And we're halfway done. Watch not save Ford's weak ass. I bet you she does. I bet you she does. Did the dude ever jump in here? Did I ever miss the dude? I never saw the dude. And Michael said he'd be home in an hour, so Michael's got to be getting in here soon. Because we're at about that point. So Michael's probably going to be jumping in any minute. Poor Darrow. But now he's going to hold nothing. Yeah, sorry. It's one of those things where once you pull out all the stops, you have to be prepared for what is coming. He might have been like, dude, I wasn't going to do this, but you want to play that kind of game? Like, I'm going to go in on you now. Maybe he has like this world-ending ability that is going to destroy you. Breaking Sanctuary. Natural 20 swinging at Ford. Tal'dorei. Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, what? I literally thought Tal'dorei was going to try to cancel it. That would be like so cheating. Unless, would he be able to do it? I mean, it'd still be cheating. But would he be able to do it without anybody knowing it was him? This is going to be rough. A lot of D8s here. Well, this is what happens when you shoot ice at people. It's going to be at least what Ford did. Whatever Ford did 50, right? Ford got 50. I feel like it's going to be at least 50, 60. And Matt is just rolling and adding and doing math. That's a lot of math over there. There's a lot of math coming at you really fast. Yeah, that's a lot of mathing. Could it be like triple digits? Like the amount of math he's doing with a crit? This could be like 80, 90. 92 points of damage on one hit. My God. And then I rolled really well, and then it was doubled, and oh my... Yeah. Will you take 3 points? Take that. My God. Darrow comes in with a freaking fury. What does Ford have? Ford only has like 90 something, right? Is Ford in triple digit hit points? I feel like the only one there. I feel like only like 1 or 2 of us were. He's got to be down to like single digit. Even if he's over 100, he's got to be down to like single digits. And he's blinded. So Ford is not winning this battle. I don't know if he can come back from this. One more hit will kill him and he's blind. Like, I don't know. I thought it'd be a fair fight. It seems like Ford is not doing well. I'm curious if Ford didn't try to go all in and fought like face to face, if it would have got that violent. I think Darrow only got that violent because Ford got that violent. It's one of those things where like you wanna You want to go outside and fight? And then you're fighting with fists, and then somebody throws like a brick at you, and then you're like, oh, you want to throw bricks? I'm going to show you what happens now. You want to throw bricks, and then you do something worse, and then they do something worse. I feel like Darrow was going to just be okay with whatever. And then you shot ice at him, and he freaked out. You are lucky. 16 does not hit. One more attack would have killed him. Or knocked him out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Michael is home. Michael, welcome back. We are getting killed by Darrow. Darrow has done 92 points of damage to us. He resisted the fairy fire. Ford is blind. I don't think any strategy is going to matter. Travis is like, it changes my strategy. I don't think you can have a strategy to... All right, blindly attacking. Blindly attacking at disadvantage. All right. I was going to say, I can't imagine this dude's a 16. I'm thinking this dude's like an 18, at maybe a 17. Travis is not rolling good. We are not doing good, guys. Or Ford, I should say Ford isn't. Bo was doing great. Bo was great. I represent Bo. I took Bo. If Bo is the Green Knight, I took the Green Knight. There you go. Fuck you, Green Knight. The Green Knight. All of our luck is gone with Ford. Darrow. Can you? I mean, I guess you would just get knocked unconscious. But I was like, is he gonna be like, you wanna call quits? You good? Ford is the old man. Yeah, Ford is the old man in this situation. Let's go. He's like, all right, yeah. I mean, Darrow's basically like, yo, you wanna surrender? Wave the white flag. 21 to hit. That might do him in. He's done. Oh. All right. That's right. As he started saying it, I'm like, that's right. Ford could come back. So we are knocked out, but we're back up again. You're never going to keep Ford down, but you're going to keep him down because right after this, he's going to be knocked down again. So, Chumbawamba, you were incorrect when it comes to Ford. As he dies in Street Fighter fashion. I'm pretty sure that's what Travis was doing. The slow-mo, right? Yeah, right? That's Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2. I just killed somebody. That's what Darrow's thinking. Darrow seems pretty awesome. He's one of those dudes that just loves to fight. I know a lot of dudes like that too. There's some guys that want to murder people, and there's some dudes that are just like, I'm just good at fighting. And I do it because I honor the sport. That's kind of like Darrow. I had a hernia earlier today because I did 4.5 push-ups. Darrow would have been, what are you talking about? 4.5 push-ups. Get out of my face. All right. Yes, we all missed it. We all went to the bathroom. All of us had to use the bathroom at the same time. We all missed it. Hope you did good, Ford. I was in the bathroom. I told you, me and Laura immediately, that's what I'd say. Oh shit, I ran in to use the bathroom, and when I came back, there was a line. Some guy started talking to me. I bought a beer, and then I bought a second beer. I would just make shit up. I didn't see it. You must have did pretty good. Yep. Fantastic. Yeah, not dipped. Finally realized the knot's gone. Oh, this is Fight Club. Yes, we're in Fight Club, Mike. Don't speak of Fight Club, Mike. Come on. I'm just joking. Yes, we're in Fight Club. Chumbawamba tried to get back up again, but tubs are slippery. That's why they were always thumping on tubs. I just got that. Clever. You just explained it to me for the first time. So I just got it as well. I honestly never thought that much about it. But now that you say, as I'm reading your thing, I'm like, what? Oh, I totally understand what you're saying. And I never thought about it until you just said it. So, Clever, you have taught me something on this day. On this day, our final bout, we have 40 minutes. There is exactly 40 minutes. How long is this battle going to be? Because we might also do stuff after. But this battle could go a good 20, 30 minutes. Cal Dimmons. Here comes Cal Dimmons, everybody. It sounds like something amazing. What does that sound like? What if you heard the name Cal Dimmons? I almost feel like a very aggressive comedian, like a stand-up comic. Here comes Cal Dimmons. Or Dimmons. It's Dimmons. And then he comes out, he's just cursing. All his jokes are like right at the line. But you really, they're funny. They're funny jokes. But, you know, Cal Dimmons, he pushes it a little sometimes. Radiators. Ford is so embarrassed. He wants no help from this medic. Ford is like... His face was great, too. Get the medics here, sir. I'm going to help you. Get away from me. I'm keeping at least my pride. I don't need some medic coming over here after my fight. Look at this. Cal Dimmons. Cal Dimmons is licking his lips, ready to go nuts. And this is the champion. If Darrow was that badass, begin. This is going to be rough. Like, honestly, now that we saw the first two, I'm a little worried. I thought Yasha would have no problem. I thought Bo or Yasha would have no problem with the champion. Now I don't know. And with a name like Cal Dimmons, I don't know. Ford is upset. Jester saw. He's happy. Not didn't see. It was a sunflower, orange sunflower. According to local hospital and context, it was probably cognitive decline. What were we talking about up here? He blades nice. Always. I don't know if I missed something. I feel like I'm missing something. All right, here we go. Reckless attack with advantage out of the gate. All three attacks. All right, one of the attacks was to rage. Matt is rolling amazingly. Unless you're a monk. Does very little damage unless you're bow. 11. Oh, I thought he meant 11 damage too. All right. 1 and a 2. All right, so Matt went from rolling fantastically to rolling garbage. I dig Cal Dimmons. See, I was just saying, you're either the type of fighter that loves to fight and respects the sport, or you're this guy where it looks like he just wants to eat your soul because that's what he was born to do. I like that they did a version of both because those are typically your two fighters. I mean, there's, in betweens and stuff like that. But I like that we saw a little side of both. All right. Raging. We're both raging. We're both. It was in a Mo hospital in Cape. I forgot the name now. It was old shit. Up, Ninja's here. Everybody. Clever. Colvin. Everybody. Let me repack. Even though we just smoked. We're going to smoke again because Ninja's here. So everybody, get it together. Foregoing. Ashley Johnson is just ready for it. Look at her face. Ashley Johnson is stone cold Steve Austin. Rat ears. Oh. All right, so 2 out of 3. I always feel like you should be required to cut your fingernails in a fist fight. Because you could technically use your fingernails as weapons. These guy has actual claws. But I've seen dudes literally sharpen their fingernails to points and use them as like claws in fist fights. She's feral as crap. But yeah, one guy literally used to sharpen his fingernails to points, and he would fist fight and try to scratch and rip you apart. Crazy sons of bitches. But why? Are you trying to do damage by pushing her? Nope. Nope. I just want to tell her, is that all you got? And push her. That's all I want to do. I don't care if it does damage. I just want to tell her, I ain't scared. You suck. I want to push her. Killing her with kindness. Killing her with kindness. I mean, it seems like she's up to something. Like Yasha, Laura's even saying, what is Yasha up to? I thought it was just being silly, but I half feel like she's up to something. I feel like, and Ashley Johnson looks like she's totally like got a plan. She doesn't look like she's like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Something's up. Something's up. Do we get advantage being on the other side? Six points. $13 total. Just hits. All right, so 19 points of damage. So that's a good 20% of life off those 3 hits. She has a plan. I'm just curious what the hell the plan is. Some weird sick thing. Oh, does like the pain or the blood draw out the demon in her? All right. And she's very subtle. Oh, okay. Second attack. Kick her in the side. It just seems so like everything just seems so like simple. Nothing much going on. Just a little beat down going on. Why does the read my shot when he isn't supposed to? Oh. It's so weird to me when they walk by the bottom and then appear on the top. It makes me feel like a Benny Hill or something. Gorilla Slam on our bodies. All right. She's working through some stuff. $17. All right. So we have her grappled. I feel like I'm like trying to think of what could be done. Is it like, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of what the angle is. We're going like hardcore intimidation. I love what she's doing, but I'm like trying to think of the angle. Natural fucking one. Is she quitting? I was like, was she quitting? I was waiting for Matt to be like, she gives up or something. Now, had Matt not rolled a natural one, would it have worked the same way? Or was that just like a perfect storm? Like, I'm wondering if if Matt had rolled low, like, like rolled like a 4, would that have still had a similar effect? Or is it like the only way that would have happened was a natural one or something? Because, I mean, that's awesome, but it all just seemed like a perfect storm of events with the rolls and everything. Okay. Well, that just explains some of what I asked. She isn't frightened because rage doesn't allow that. Doesn't allow it. Storm. 6 points of bludgeoning. Bludgeoning? Did I say bludgeoning? Bludgeoning. Not good rolls at all this go around for Matt Mercer. The 20s are gone. Oh, all right, cool. 16 hits. 16 hits. I didn't think it would. What? Is she hitting like pressure points or something? Like at this, so we're punching a person without causing pain. Laura's face is great too. Laura's like, what is happening? Laura's thinking what I'm thinking. What the hell is happening? All right. She is taking a decent amount of damage. She's probably close. I'm trying to do the math, but she's probably approaching half life. But that's, I mean, she's got a lot of life. But she's approaching half, I feel like. She's gotten at least 50 damage, I feel like 60 damage. That's. Did Laura say that's hot? That's hot. I'm going to throw her up against the bars while she's strangling me. By the way, we are down to 20 minutes. So this has already been going on for about 20 minutes because we had 40 minutes when this fight started. So. Yeah, we're so used to Yasha raging, we didn't even. I mean, this is like the first time we're not having to worry about halving damage and everything else. We're just chipping away at Yasha. Chipping away. But she's like not. She's obviously got. What I'm wondering is, I don't know enough about Yasha's abilities because she's been MIA for so long. I'm guessing that once she hits a certain level, she's taking damage, and once she hits a certain point, she could burst out with something. Like, I'm thinking she wants to get like the brunt of damage so that she goes to a certain point and then rips out her wings and eats the soul of Cal Dimmons. Our sweaty head moved out of the way of the last one. Natural 20. And that's a natural 20. I feel like Ashley like went over this because this is like playing out like a movie or something. I didn't expect this at all. I literally expected like a fight. I didn't expect any like sort of drama on this level. I thought it was going to be like another Ford fight, except Yasha was going to win. This is, and look, even the way her miniature is, she's just standing there with her arms crossed, like her attitude matches that of the look of the mini right now. Very well done. I'm loving it. Okay, fam, gotta run into Pizza Land for a bit to clean up early if I'm not back by the end of the stream. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the comments. Ninja, be safe. We'll be here for probably another 20 minutes because we got less than that, and then we're going to do a sign off. So close. So close. See, she's like so close, so close. And now she's smiling. She's smiling. I feel like we're like either there or right there. Oh yeah, let's do a smoke for the road. Smoke for the road. Last one probably, because it's. I just don't know if we'll have enough time. I honestly don't care. Like and subscribe. We've got 20 likes, 20 minutes, 20 likes. If we do it, we'll jump into the next one. See, now I don't know because it seemed like she had everything perfectly planned, but now she's like not sure, which means I don't know if her plan didn't work. I mean, I'm assuming her plan is still in effect. twist your leg. Oh. Yeah, like my thing is now it's just like, I mean, and this is the perfect kind of person to do it to, because this is the fighter that wants to kill you. If it was Darrow, it wouldn't be working quite the same way probably. All right. All right, Yasha's going out. I'm assuming she's gonna pop back up like a Ford kind of thing or something, maybe, or was that really her plan? How bizarre. Is Cal Dimmons someone from Yasha's past? What the hell? So bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. And Yasha's just still unconscious in the middle? Is she still unconscious just lying there? Well, like, so I'm still, but I mean, I'm still confused. I thought she was gonna literally do a Ford and be like, I emerge like the Dark Phoenix and incinerate Cal Dimmons. What the frick? What the frick just happened? She was just working through, so it really was just working through some shit. Like I figured it was a little bit of that. I figured it was like, like get it out of your system, and then she was gonna be like, and now it has all come to this point where now I will Dark Phoenix. Bo knows. Bo knows baseball. We're gonna have to have a talk. Yasha, we're gonna have to have a talk. I love the okay. Thanks, Yasha. Did you? Because I don't think you did. I don't think you did. A lot of backhand slapping and whispering. And I'm assuming, I mean, I don't know, like, is that something her and Matt might have orchestrated, or was that like totally taken? Because Matt seemed like he had no clue what was going on either. To the point where I'm like, that's weird to me because I feel like if she had something she could do, Matt would be like, oh, I know what she's doing. But the fact that Matt was so baffled, I'm like, what the frig is happening? How buzzard, how bizarre. Who sings that? I couldn't think of it. How bizarre, how bizarre. I can't remember. They were like one hit wonders, weren't they? All right. A moment of release. Let's get a Mai Tai. So what did Bo win? How much did Bo get? I can't, or did we not do that yet? I remember he was saying we'll get the payments out and stuff. Bo's the only winner. So Bo gets money. The flagons. That's really a thing? I remember that was in the song in Lord of the Rings. You could drink 'em by the flagon. I thought that was just like a fake fantasy word. Flagon? There's really the flagon? I gotta go look. I gotta get me a flagon. Spring break Mai Tais out of flagons. That's the way I drink them every day, even though I never knew there was such a thing as a flagon. She knew she picked the wrong fight, but leaned into it, leaned hard. Thank you. I was going to say, I'm like, I don't know if that math was right, but I'm not going to question it. All right. Yeah. 310 gold. Awesome. Damn. So she got 510 gold. And if she fought the champion, she would have probably came out with a lot. To beat the crap out of an old dude. She literally got 510 gold to beat up an old man. If she fought the champion, I mean, I'm fine because that was very entertaining. I'm just curious how much we would have got. Not that we're in need of money at this point because we've never really needed it. We've kind of just had it when we needed it. Oh, poor old man. Seems like a decent dude. From somebody else, did he throw it? Is Matt insinuating he threw it? Was it? For a second, I'm probably wrong, but for a second I thought Matt was insinuating he threw the fight. Not that he would need to, but I'm thinking like he got a payout. Therapy via bruises. I think Yasha would have won that. She raged to half the damage. She intentionally threw the fight to work out her issues. Yeah, honestly, I think she probably could have. Yeah, now that you mention it, because I'm thinking Bo would just have handled him. But yeah, in all honesty, Yasha probably would have too, if she had actually done it and kept raging. It took forever for her to die wanting to die. So yeah, you're right. It probably would have been much better. This is just an idea, but Ashley and she didn't tell anyone, even Matt, what she was going to do. That's what I kind of figured. Thank you, John. Yeah, I wasn't. The way I looked at it, it looked like Matt just looked confused. So unless he was acting amazingly and not went to the hat store, size topper. While all this was going on, not went to size topper. Well, I guess I spoke too soon because at the beginning of this live stream, I literally said, not, wasn't being as chaotic as usual. And this is how we're going to end the episode because we only got 5 minutes. Tricorns? Oh, I know what he's talking about. I was trying to think. I'm like, what the hell? I love it. We got a wide variety of glorious hats. Oh my God, we get a hat for everyone. Oh, so we're back. Not is pounding it. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, picking out hats for everybody. This is hilarious. See, this has got to be in an animated. Like that's got to be a nice little side animated thing. While we're doing the pit fights, do like a cut over to not in the hat store. Gotta be if they do this arc. Yes. Purchased every one. I have receipts. We have an all night haberdasher. I mean, it's possible in this day and age, maybe. Maybe not here in this world. Love it. A tiny, ridiculous hat. What do we got for Caduceus? Fez. What is a fez? Is that like one of those? I don't know. I don't know what you call them. I think I know what it is, but I honestly am not sure. Yellow beanie. She's literally wearing it. All right. Yasha's got a yellow beanie. Oh, that's pretty cool. It'll be sad. This weird Bavarian hat. The way they're doing the extension, it was reminding me of Beetlejuice, where the guy pulls his face. A giant Mad Hatter hat. Oh, that's hilarious. Ford and Bow. Baseball cap. Hey, I'm a big fan of ball caps, so Bo will be good in a ball cap. And what's Ford get? A cowboy hat. Visor. Like one of those money men. A clerk's visor for doing accounting. I was going to say See, am I crazy? Me and Laura say the same thing all the time. I literally feel like she has the mind of me with most of this game. All right, cowboy hat it is. We're in. Get rid of that other crappy hat. All right, let's go to the bar. My ties to celebrate Bo's victory. I mean, Yasha, I guess in a way, got her own victory by getting stuff out, working stuff out of the basement. What did Rocky call it in the most recent? A hat drinking. That's where we end it. Holiday episode. What is it, Christmas or Thanksgiving? Kentucky Derby. What holiday was it for them? Christmas? Thanksgiving? We are singing songs. No, that was awesome. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't see it going that way at all. I was like, all right, Bo's fight was great, but a beatdown. Ford's was great, but a different kind of beatdown. I didn't expect Yasha to basically sacrifice herself physically to deal with some inner turmoil. It is Christmas. Shriners would never in little go karts at the parade. I was thinking of John Rhys Davies' character from Indiana Jones, Sala. Sala. 2020. That's what's going to happen. In 1 month's time, Sam is going to have a laser car. Matt is saying good night and goodbye. Is it Thursday yet? That was a nice little extra goodbye. That was the Matt Mercer special right there. Usually he doesn't go all in. I mean, no, nothing, he's usually just, there's no reason to. He just says his normal goodbye. I guess it being, that reminded me of when Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day does like the epic Punxsutawney Phil speech, because he's just done it so many times at this point and he knows everything and everybody, where he just gives the most epic speech. And Chris Elliott, who is the cameraman, who is an amazing comedian, is like, you brought tears to my eyes. I think that's what he said. Either way, glorious episode. I just want to see what is next. So we got bathhouses and bastions. Is that what that says? Bastions? Bathhouse and bastions starts around the 10-minute mark and goes, all right, not too bad at all. So we got an hour of Patreon. We got a 50 minutes YouTube. So there's almost 2 hours. Then we got the break. I just want to see what next week's live stream is going to be. 2:15. And we got about an hour and 40 minutes, so almost 2 hours. So we got about the same amount of time for both. They split it right down the middle again. This is 2 weeks in a row where they're like, I wonder if they're going to start trying to get more like down the middle, because I feel like it's been happening. Maybe it's a coincidence, but either way it works out. The orgy episode, is that what this is? The bathhouse and bastions? How much time went by between that episode and this episode? Because he was saying like, take care, we'll see you after the new year. So that was the Christmas New Year's episode. I'm guessing this is like a week into January, a week or two into January, probably whatever was after New Year's Day. So probably like a weekend. Either way, we already talked about how 2 months from then is when the world starts shutting down. So I'm curious to see how things change from here, but we're going to start episode 90. We're almost to 100. What is that? 2 months away, 2.5 months away from... I'm feeling like we're going to be hitting around episode 100 right around the same time as Vox Machina season 3. Did anybody say anything in the chat when I was talking about it before? By the way, I saw Shane Barron in here. What's up, Shane Barron? I didn't say hi before. When I was mentioning Vox Machina before, is there any confirmation on what, like a timeline or an announcement? Because I know with the writer's strike and then the actor's strike and then everything else, I have no idea what is what. So... even if that was affected, it was already not coming out till way later anyway. I don't know. You guys might know. Honestly, it could have been a year. There was nearly a year break. A month. So 12/19 for this episode. And I can't see because of the emoji, but I'll see in a sec, John. It's definitely a January date, but I can't see the date itself. The Shriners, I read all that. They steal a lot of towels for reasons. That's the orgy episode. They steal a lot of towels for reasons. But, yeah, I'm thinking if anybody's got information on that, my guess is it's probably going to come out around February or late January. A month, 12, and this was 1/9, so almost a month. Yeah, so January 9th is the episode 90 that we're jumping into. No confirmation of Vox Machina. Wasn't part of the strike. The pandemic break, it was like 11 months. So they did almost take a year off after that. That's crazy. I know eventually you guys said they started doing like online stuff or something like that, but I guess we'll see when that approaches. I'm guessing episode 100. So episode 100, therefore, if we had February, March, episode 100 is right around that point too. Because I feel like if we're doing one a week, we're going to be doing episode 100 in 2.5 months. So we're going to be right at that point. So you guys have probably told me, but there's just so much for me to remember. I can't remember exactly. But all that's going to start happening around the same time. Not that it's relevant. I'm just curious if we're going to be like right around all that when season 3 of Vox drops, because that'd be cool if we hit like the 100th episode when Vox Machina is actually going on season 3, or even Mighty Nine for that matter. I'm right, I literally have a blank doc with that info. Oh, a Google Doc with that info. You've got to watch Narrative Telephone. Boop, 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 boop. Anything else I'm missing? The pandemic break, it was like 11 months. Oh, okay. 99. All right, so John's got the dates. So it was 3/12. Oh, so it was right before, because St. Patrick's Day is when we shut down the arcade, and then it didn't open for like 8 months or 9 months. So 100 was 7/2/20. Okay, so episode 100 was 7/2/20. 4-month break due to COVID. Got it. Boom. And then that was episode. Oh, so 99. Oh, okay. So, John, you were amazing. John's got all the dates. I just realized. So, John is saying episode 99 was the last one before the break. And then 4 months later was episode 100. So, that's pretty interesting because we're going to be hitting that right around the time I think we're probably going to at least hear or know that Vox Machina is approaching very soon. Either way, I'm going to go grab some food because I have to eat dinner before 8:30 comes. And I'm going to jump into the Patreon hour in about 50 minutes for YouTube. By the time I do my intro and exit, we're going to get about an hour of both. And then we'll do the live stream next week and we'll be doing our normal routine. If you guys are interested, Rick and Morty is Sundays. So I do Saturday. I do those now because Rick and Morty is Sundays. Those come out usually Monday morning. I've edited the last couple that night, but because of football, it was just crappy night games. There's going to be some good night games coming up, so I'll probably watch it and throw it up on Patreon that night, Sunday night, but Monday probably won't get it, or YouTube probably won't get it till Monday morning. Either way, I don't know if there's any other news shows coming out anytime soon, but you guys know the deal. I hope the dude is all right, because unless I missed him, I didn't see the dude in here. I'll have to email the dude and see if he's all right. Michael was in here running the show. Happy to see Michael could enjoy half of it. But clever name I made. All right, let's do one more. Or actually, you know what? Because I closed the window. I don't want to smoke up the room and then I have to clear it out. Next time, we'll do more. But we're going to do our shout out to everyone. Good night. Clever name I made previously. Amelia Vero G. Colvin. We have Leading Blind, John Forsyth, Amy France, Michael, my moderator, thank you. The Dude JB, and Lisa Pocky, who are also my moderators. They weren't here tonight, I don't think, but they're always loved. Shane Barron, who I didn't say hi to till the very end. Dark Wolf, I think I said Amy France, but if not Amy France. John Forsyth, Patrick, Ninja Master, who is probably getting off soon, but Ninja, enjoy your 18th anniversary. I think I said mostly everybody. I didn't see M. Gormley, but let's say hi to M. Gormley as well. Chimiki Perro, Forrest the Runner, and I think Tealbird. I saw Tealbird. But on that note, everybody, have a good week. And is it Friday yet? Is it Friday yet?